Bad guy out of all of this.
Who's the bad guy? I don't think there's a bad guy.
No, yes it is. That Vlad, let's talk about it.
I think Meech is the one that made a mistake.
No.
No? You think 50?
No.
Lil Meech.
No.
Who am I forgetting now?
Rick Ross knew perfectly damn well what he was doing and what that would lead to.
I'm doing right now. My shoulder broke, but we still getting to the money. We still count paper. This ain't a pump and dump, baby.
Rick Ross just pulled one of the slickest moves ever on Big Meech. And now word is, Meech finally pressed him about it. Meanwhile, 50 Cent is out here clowning like crazy. But here's the kicker. Everybody saw this trap waiting except Meech himself. Social media treating it like the finale of a blockbuster reality series. But honestly, what did Meech think was going to go down messing with a dude who used to wear a badge? Let's break this madness down. Russ knew exactly what cards he was playing and what storm was coming. Ever since Russ tossed Meech under the bus, 50 been firing off heavy subliminals about both Big Meech and Lil Meech across every corner of social media. But here's where it gets wild. Soon as Big Meech walked free a few months ago, he was out here cheesing with Russ like they'd been locked in for decades. Knowing Russ been beefing with 50 for years, Meech still chose to stand with him instead of keeping it cool and showing love to the one dude who kept it solid. Those photos of Meech grinning beside Russ felt like a dagger aimed straight at 50's chest. Even if he ain't shocked, nobody expected Meech to side with Russ like that. Then Lil Meech stirred the pot even more, talking about real power just to poke at 50. And Big Meech twisted the blade deeper by linking with Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, Meech's name might have made millions, but it was 50 who actually built something real out of it. Meanwhile, Russ played the whole thing like a chess game, sliding in for clout, soaking tension, and feeding his ego, knowing it was bound to explode into pure chaos. And when the fire started heating up, Russ dipped before anybody could even process the smoke. Out here claiming, "My shoulder broke, but the money's still moving." Folks thought Russ kept distance from Meech cause of that injury. But nah, that was just cover, so he wouldn't have to face the backlash. Dude already flipped the script, running the same scam with his boss token crypto hustle. After torching everyone who trusted him with their bread, the internet slapped him with the nickname Ruggy Ross. And funny enough, that shoulder bust came right after he lied to Meech and got called out. Talk about hitting the ground hard. Truth is, Ross cashed out on nearly all those tokens, kept just a couple, and flipped the bag straight into real estate plays. If Ross hadn't jammed up his lane, Meech might have had a real shot at a comeback. But instead, Meech kept fumbling. And now folks roasting both Big Meech and Lil Meech over how quick that fake friendship with Ross blew up in flames. One of the loudest voices, Michael Rainey Jr., straight up saying he don't feel bad for either of them cause they're grown men who should have seen this coming. Meanwhile, 50 is doubling down, laughing at both on every corner of the internet. Oh yeah, everybody already know 50 Cent don't joke around when it comes to his beefs.
Do I feel bad for Lil Meech? I don't feel bad for no grown man on this planet. Like, I'm a grown man. Why the fuck I gotta feel bad for another grown man? Like, you a grown man too, nigga. You asking for my sympathy for it, nigga. You be alright. Oh, yeah, nigga.
DJ Vlad even backed it up, saying 50 the last person you want to square up with, cause he'll tear the whole thing apart just to prove a point. He'll burn everything down if you push him the wrong way. And sometimes, he'll even risk his own bag just to make a statement. That's why folks believe he'd cancel BMF in a heartbeat if it meant sending a message. Rick Ross ain't new to leaving people hanging, and Big Meech definitely wasn't the first. Ross pulled that same move on his own crew years back, leaving them stuck in Canada while he slid off, later claiming it was a test to see if they could handle it. Cold-blooded move, no doubt. But the truth is, Ross been operating like that since day one. He saw the whole chessboard before anyone else even noticed the game. And when Whack 100 jumped in, calling Russ the real villain in all this drama with 50 and Big Meech.
Bad guy out of all of this.
Who's the bad guy? I don't think there's a bad guy.
No, yes it is. That Vlad, let's talk about it.
I think Meech is the one that made a mistake.
No.
No? You think 50?
No.
Lil Meech.
No.
Who am I forgetting now?
Rick Ross knew perfectly damn well what he was doing and what that would lead.
That just confirmed what plenty of people were already whispering. Big Meech never really had a true friend in Ross. Not from the beginning. Russ knew exactly what he was doing. He hyped Meech up, talked about stacking bread and setting him straight, while quietly pushing him against 50. But when it came down to it, it was all smoke. Whack 100 wasn't lying. If Russ really wanted to see Meech win, he would have kept it low-key instead of blasting shots at 50 and chasing clout off the BMF name. He knew he was never locking those TV rights down. Now Russ is silent, all that talk gone, proving he was only in it for himself. Word on the street is Russ was the real reason Meech's Welcome Home benefit got shut down, but he let the blame fall on 50. Russ ain't want Meech making a strong comeback, eating off that shine. He wanted him sidelined while he played nice in public. That's Russ's playbook. Even that BMF record had Meech thinking he was riding for him. But what if Russ's plan all along was to become Big Meech himself? Look at the history. Russ built his entire brand off other men's names. That's not even up for debate. His whole rap identity came from the real Rick Ross, who was locked up when he snatched the name. When the real one came home, he called the rapper out and even hit him with a lawsuit for stealing his story and legacy. By 2013, a judge sided with the rapper, but everyone knew what time it was. Same thing with Larry Hoover. Another street legend locked away while Russ dropped his name in tracks, stacking money, but never doing real work to help. Fans been calling him out for years, and rightfully so. That's why 50 Cent said flat out he never respected Russ as a man. And right now, 50 is grinning while watching the chaos unfold. He didn't even have to lift a finger. While Meech and Lil Meech bounce from celeb to celeb trying to stay afloat, 50 out here stacking paperwork and lining up new moves. Russ thought he had the upper hand clowning 50 for not landing that film loan. But guess what? That loan just cleared, and now it's Russ left looking crazy. He even bragged about buying 50's Masters a few weeks back. Now fans swear he's somewhere punching the air. That flex age like milk. Even though it's way too late for 50 to swoop in and save Big Meech now, or even pull Lil Meech back into the fold. Some lessons definitely got learned along the way. Zip with the drip, who's been saying from the very start that 50 was the only one keeping it real about Meech, had plenty to say on this mess. He predicted it. Ross would gas Meech up, play him close, then toss him to the curb when it suited him. And here we are, right in the middle of that exact predicament. Fans all across the board been weighing in heavy. A lot of people swore this was a nail in the coffin, that Meech's one shot at a comeback just got snatched away for good. But the truth? It's actually the opposite. That's why one user dropped a line that had everybody nodding. So let me get this straight. A former corrections officer flip-flopping on somebody who actually did prison time? Who could have seen that coming? Another added, a two-faced dude getting crossed by another two-faced dude? That ain't coincidence. That's karma. And honestly, that karma came fresh out the oven. But the real question is, what happens next? Could Big Meech already be plotting his payback on Rick Ross? Let me know what you'll think in the comments. And if you rocking with this video, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss none of these wild updates.